After months of steady build-up by Russian forces, we have now reached a critical juncture. The US intelligence assessment is that Moscow will have enough military assets in place by tomorrow to begin an incursion into Ukraine if it desires. Boris Johnson has now cut short his levelling up visit to the north to chair a full meeting of the UK's crisis cabinet COBRA. The Foreign Secretary promised severe sanctions on Russia's rich and powerful should Moscow choose the path of conflict.
We just introduced new sanctions legislation, which is the toughest we've ever had against Russia. That enables us not to just target companies with direct effect on Ukraine, but anybody or any company that has a bearing on the Russian state.
In Lithuania, German tanks have arrived to support the NATO battle group there as Germany's Chancellor heads to Moscow today, warning there is no division between NATO allies for Vladimir Putin to exploit.
I am making it clear once again here in Kiev that Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity are non-negotiable for Germany. We therefore expect Russia to take clear steps to de-escalate the current tensions.
Across Ukraine, many civilians are volunteering to train to defend their nation should Russia invade. People all ages, some with experience in fighting, many with none.
I'm a very peaceful person, and my everyday life skills include cross-stitching, cooking, and so on. But now, I understand that we might have to stand against well-prepared people. And whatever the outcome, in order to resist these people, I must be trained at least a little bit.
And throughout Ukraine, there are mixed views on the vexed question of whether Ukraine should join NATO, an existential threat to Russia, but an option many here believe is vital in safeguarding their security.
The idea that we could potentially give up the goal of joining NATO just because Russia invades us is simply nonsense. Russia had attacked us in the past when, according to our constitution, we were a non-aligned state. That's why I don't see any point in giving up on the goal of joining NATO.
Many countries have already stated their opinion on Ukraine joining NATO clearly and precisely. Basically, it's not exactly like they're eagerly awaiting us there. That's why we should focus on better development of our economy.
These Russian and Belarusian jets are currently exercising near the Ukrainian border. They'd likely be first in ahead of any ground invasion. With his forces now pretty much all in place, the world is watching as the next move lies with Vladimir Putin. Mark White, GB News.